It's the most wonderful time of the year. Of course, I'm talking about the special holiday episode of Shark Tank, where 3 of the 4 pitches involved holiday-related products or services. Hi, I'm Jay Jennings Moss. I'm the editor of the Upstart Business Journal. I'm your host here at the Chum. And we're talking about episode 12 of season 6. So let's get right to it. So 2 of those 3 holiday-related pitches got deals. And in my book, they kind of tie for both deal of the night and pitch of the night. So let me start off in Cincinnati, where we had Neil Hoffman. Now, Neil created kind of a twist on Elf on a Shelf called Mensch on a Bench. And it's for Jewish kids for Hanukkah. There's a doll, and there is a book that talks about the traditions and customs related to Hanukkah. He had done a Kickstarter campaign, but more importantly, he had gotten nearly $1 million worth of sales, a quarter of which was going to be in profit. A very impressive number, and it certainly got some sharks' attention. The main one being a dual offer from Lori Grenier and Robert Herkovic for $150,000 for 30%. Now, initially, he only wanted to give up 10% in equity, so we countered and said, how about 15%, and I guarantee you that I'll pay you back that $150,000 within 3 years, even if I have to mortgage my home. And a deal was struck. And so to Neil Hoffman, we say, Mazel Tov. Now, the second holiday deal, this goes to Hoppy Paws, a company out of Newport Beach, California. The entrepreneur is Trina Barkerasis. Now, Trina had this idea years ago. She'd been doing it with her kids, where she would create reindeer paw prints, signaling that Santa's furry friends had been there, presumably with the big guy too. She turned that into a business and packaged it so that you could do this at your own home, expanded it out, included the Easter Bunny and a leprechaun and other stuff there too. Here's the thing, she created this company only 90 days before her appearance in Shark Tank, and she came into the tank with a whole bunch of packaging, with a marketing campaign lined up, with an Airstream trailer ready to go to take to trade shows. It was a very impressive presentation. She'd invested $105,000, but she owned 100% of her company. So the sharks were interested. Barbara Corcoran, though, took the biggest bite. She wanted 50% of Trina's company. Trina countered slightly, and Barbara agreed that she would only take 49%, leaving control with Trina, as long as they agreed that they would go 50-50 on any future business endeavors. This should be a very interesting Christmas pairing. Now, the last one did not get any love. It actually got some Shark Tank coal for Christmas. This was Nathan Schaefer out of Henderson, Nevada. His company is Eavesdrop. He was looking for $75,000 for 20% of the company. It was a product to make hanging your lights outside easier year after year. His problem was that he'd gotten a lot of inventory, not a lot of purchase orders. He had an offer from Sky Mall to list it there, but he turned that offer down, hoping that he was going to be able to get something better elsewhere. And this is the lesson here. If you've got an offer from a respectable place, especially if it's your first product out, and it's a decent offer, you might want to think about taking it because it's going to legitimize your product. It certainly probably would have done a better job in getting the sharks interested in what he wanted to do. Now, there was one other company. It was not holiday related per se. It was for the Q-Flex, which was a back massager created by a 13-year-old girl named Andrea Cow out of St. Louis Obispo. She created this for her mom, and she wanted $20,000 in exchange for 20% of the company. What she got really was something special. 2 sharks, Mark Cuban and Barbara Corcoran, who offered her $25,000 in exchange for 25% of the company. But more importantly, they agreed that they would take on all operational details of this business. I have never seen that happen in the tank before. This truly was a Christmas miracle. Needless to say, Andrea went with it. I think it was more a testament to her and what an impressive and ambitious young entrepreneur she is. That's it for the Chum this week. Now, mind you, there are no new episodes of Shark Tank on ABC until the new year, which means no new Chums either. But you can watch reruns on ABC. You can watch and check out all of our backlog of Chums here. On behalf of everybody at the Upstart Business Journals, I want to wish you all a very Merry Christmas, a Happy Hanukkah, a Happy Kwanzaa, however you want to celebrate this joyous time of our year. Thanks very much for watching. See you later.